Hi everyone, welcome to my kettlebell swing tutorial. I'm going to cover a few basics and then we'll practice a few sets of swings together, focusing on how to avoid some of the common mistakes. After that, you'll be ready to try level 1 of my 10 level swing challenge, which is a structured progression getting you to 300 swings in 15 minutes. Okay, just before we start, just a word of warning, if you're training on a hard floor or surface, you're going to need some sort of padding under the kettlebell because they do damage hard floors. Okay, let's get started. Right, basics. We always start with the kettlebell grounded. Take one step back from the kettlebell and then hinge at the hips. And that word hinge is key because we're differentiating between a hinging movement and a squat. So hinge without squatting all the way down. Push your hips back here, and that should create a nice flat spine. If your spine is rounded like this, you need to push your hips, your backside back more so that you can feel your hamstrings nice and taut. And now we're ready to grab the kettlebell. Hand on the handle and tilt it back towards you, and now slightly retract your shoulder blades so that you're in a loaded position. And here we go. On the last swing, just gently cushion and guide the kettlebell back to the start. Right, we're going to try and do 4 sets of swings together now, focusing on common mistakes each time. So the first one is that we're making sure we're using our hips and not lifting with our arms. We need to be able to provide enough power from the big lower body muscles, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your lower back. They're going to be doing the lifting, and you're not performing a front raise here. If you feel that you are having to lift with your arms, you're not generating enough power with the hip thrust, okay? So 8 swings together, focusing on hips and not arms. Take a step back from the kettlebell, hinge at the hips, nice straight back, hamstrings taut, grab the kettlebell, retract shoulders, 3, 2, 1, go. After that last swing, just gently cushion and guide it back to the start. Okay, next 8 swings, and a common mistake I've already mentioned, which is this is not a squat, and I'm doubling down on this because this is what you'll see most people do frequently, is they'll swing like this. Squatting way too deep. Okay, we have squats so that we can work our quads and focus on them. We're not doing that now. We're trying to focus on the back chain of muscles with hip flexion and extension, using the glutes, hamstrings, back muscles. We want to focus on them, so we need to hinge with minimal knee bend and not squat. So next 8 swings, only think of that, okay? Right, take a step back. Remember, feet are slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Hinge at the hips, nice tight hamstrings, hand on the handle, tilt, load your shoulders, 3, 2, 1, 8 swings. And gently back to the start. Okay, on the next 8 swings, I want you to think a little bit more about this retraction, or what we refer to as packed shoulders during the swing. It's not so important when we're at the top, but when we're in the position of most tension, which is here, it's crucial that you don't allow the kettlebell to take charge and for you to droop, lose control and swing the kettlebell down really low here. You'll notice now that my spine has rounded, and this is a risk of injury. Okay, so when I talk about packing the shoulders back, I'm referring to contracting your rear shoulder muscles, your rhomboids, your trapezius muscles, all of these sort of upper mid back muscles here. So retraction or packing the shoulders back is crucial when we're in this position. What you'll notice is that when your wrists are tucked in against your inner thigh, if you can squeeze your upper arm against your ribs, that will prevent this from happening. Okay, 8 swings together, thinking about that. Take a step back, feet shoulder width apart, hinge at the hips, nice straight spine, hand on the handle, tilt, pack the shoulders, 3, 2, 1, swing. Okay, fourth and final common mistake is to get out of sync with the breathing. So sometimes when you're tired during a set of swings, you're inhaling and exhaling all over the place, or you'll get out of sync. But the correct way to do it is to inhale when you're in the hinge or the backswing position, and exhale as you drive forward each time. The point where there's most tension and most of the forces are running through your body is here. And that's the point where we're going to inhale, and that actually forms a bit of a buffer. It's intra-abdominal pressure. It forms a buffer against your lumbar spine. It protects it against compressive forces and injury. So inhale, and as you do it, brace your core in this position as you're resisting all of that tension, all of those forces running through your body, and then exhale powerfully as you drive forward each time. So inhale, exhale. Let's think about that as we do 8 more swings together. Okay, step back, hinge at the hips, taut hamstrings, flat spine, tilt, retract, 3, 2, 1, 8 swings. Okay, so that's a good grounding in kettlebell swing basics and avoiding mistakes. So just a quick recap: we're using our hips, not our arms. We're hinging, we're not squatting. We're keeping control of our back by keeping the shoulders retracted and packed. And then we're syncing our breathing, creating intra-abdominal pressure and protecting the spine. Okay, so you're now ready to go and do level 1 on my swing challenge. But if you get unsure on technique at any point, come back to this video for a refresher. But go on, go and give level 1 a crack and start to progress through the series to do 300 swings in 15 minutes. Thanks for watching.